FNG Podcast.
I was born to be a champion, raised in the jungle. All my life, yeah, I had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight. I was born to be a champion, raised in the jungle. All my life, yeah, I had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight. You can't move on your own. Ouija moves, dancing in the end zone, crush groove. All we do is get dubs, hate to lose. We can do this all day, no snooze. Don't get it poppin' if you saying that you poppin', dog. Never will I lose to a noob, just won't happen, y'all. Call a deep pass, watch flash, what you crying for? Gonna pass the six, better yet, put 'em up quick. Hear 'em hating from the side, Twitch watch. I guess you say it's about time, TikTok. FNG, where we at? On top. Other leagues can't win, flip-flop. I was born to be a champion, raised in the jungle. All my life, yeah, I had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight. I was born to be a champion, raised in the jungle. FNG. All my life, yeah, I had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight.
What's up, FNG? This is Josian, aka Borinqueño 22, the Raiders owner, coming to you live. We are on we're doing episode 80. I apologize, weeks 4 through 7. Joining me tonight, I got two of the other regulars, heavy hitters here. Let me introduce Harris, aka Debo, the Chargers owner, or Golden Boy now.
What's going on, FNG fam? Golden Boy in the building.
Thanks for joining me, man. And last but not least, I got the the commissioner, the other commissioner here, Tranks, aka Philly Jedi.
Don't matter what you call me, just don't call me late for dinner. What's going on, everybody?
All right, fellas, I appreciate you joining. Like I said, this is episode 80, and we're going to cover weeks 4 through 7. Let me get started here. We'll do the standings. See if I can get connected here. Get that shared out. Here we go. See if I can get that going. All right. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So heading into the AFC North, we got the Bengals at 5-1, the Browns at 5-2, the Ravens at 5-2, and the Steelers at 1-6. Let me see if my remote here took.
Probably won't be like that for another 2 weeks, though.
See if it's kind of froze up here. Apologize.
That's okay. You want me to continue while you squared it away?
Yeah, go ahead and continue. I'll see if I can get this caught
Okay.
up here.
All right, well, to repeat, Bengals 5-1, but that's not going to stay the same for the next 2 weeks. Got the Browns at 5-2, Ravens at 5-2, and Steelers at 1-6. Heading down to the AFC South, we have the Titans at 4-3. Colts are tied at 4-3 with them. That was a pretty good comeback considering they got a couple of losses this last couple of weeks. Jaguars at 4-3, and with the Texans at 2-5. Heading up to the AFC East, well, this looks a little different. Dolphins on top, 4-2. That running back, number 42, is killing them. I think his name Russ something or other, Russ Dobbs or something. You have the Bills at 3-3. You have the Patriots at 1-5, and the Jets at 1-6. Heading over to the AFC West, got the AFC champion at 7-0. We got the Chiefs, literally 2 games behind them, 5-2. Broncos at 4-3, and with the Raiders, come on, Hosty, 2-5. Head over to the NFC. We have the NFC North, the champs, King of the North, 7-0. What a difference a year makes. And the Packers, 2 games behind at 5-2. We have the Vikings at 1-6 and the Lions at 0-6. Wow. Heading up to the NFC South, we have the Falcons at 5-2, We have the Panthers and Buccaneers both at 2 and 4. You have the Saints at 1 and 6. Welcome back, Mr. Bullock. We have the NFC East. We have the Commanders in front, barely by half game, at 4 and 3. We got the Cowboys at 3 and 3. We have the Eagles at 3 and 4, and we have the Giants rounding out the division at 2 and 5. Finally, we have the NFC West. We have the 49ers and Cardinals, both tied at 5 and 2, with the Seahawks half game behind 4 and 2. And we have the Rams at 2 and 5 rounding out the division. And Ocean, that is the FNG standings. Usually what we have comes up next. Games of the week.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can pull that up here. Starting at week 4. Raiders, Bears. Bears over the Raiders 45-31. Hossein, I know you're busy, so we're not going to distract you with that. But just from the top of your head, do you remember what was so challenging about the champs? 4 weeks into the game, anything?
I think the
'Cause
biggest
I
thing
haven't
was,
seen any of his games.
I think the biggest thing on that one was the defense. I tried to on that game. I was trying to run the ball, and then there was occasions where, when I went to pass, some of the defensive schemes he ran, he got me. And the turnovers is what pretty much essentially always turnovers is.
Right.
He was good at capitalizing on turnovers and then scoring on those turnovers, and then kind of just took the lead from there. I was actually surprised I kept it closer than I, with the turnovers, I was still able to keep it close because I had a couple turnovers. So, but yeah.
Derrick Henry, I don't know if this was his first game, but he had 115 yards, so I'm sure that helped.
Yeah.
Have an X factor back there. All right, Saints Colts is kind of one-sided there. Lions and Packers, 31-28. That was a sim. Okay, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thanks for catching that. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Bengals
Ravens
over
and
the
Bengals.
Ravens. That was a good game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that went to overtime, I believe.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Damn. Burrow
5
450
touchdowns.
yards, 5 teddies. Jeez.
Tearing it up. Oh, I remember this game too. I was watching this game. Let me tell you something. Dill literally ran the same concept the entire game, this flood concept. And I think I tell you, I was struggling. Just a peek behind the scenes here. I was struggling at the beginning of the season. I don't know if the synapses weren't firing or just unplugged because of the sports my son was doing. But it's like I woke up watching Dill's game, and I was like, yo, he's literally running the same flood concept and kept throwing it to the tight end doing the post. I mean, not post, the corner. And literally he wasn't the Bengals were not adjusting to that. And then like right in the fourth quarter, the second half of the fourth quarter, and right near the end and in the overtime, he started covering that guy. And it was like he didn't Dill didn't have anything else like as a backup. It was either a scramble or take a sack. And that's in my opinion, that's why he lost that game. He didn't have a backup plan when his original plan was started. But that game was close and went to overtime. It was a good game to watch, but I just was like mentally, I woke up and like, yo, this is what he's doing. Why isn't he changing this? And I started seeing it feel better, just personally, and you could tell from the wins I've been getting, it's been helping.
You see the time of possession? That's ridiculous.
In this game here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Ravens had the ball.
God,
16-34, and the Bengals had it 5-52. I've never seen it that one.
That sounds like a lot of quick scores. That's what it sounds like bombs
for the Bengals.
Yeah, just throwing bombs. So Dill giving up big plays.
I wonder how many times did they punt? There was only 2 punts. I don't understand it. Must have went for it a bunch of times and didn't get it because that doesn't make sense. He's possessed the ball that long but didn't score. Let's see.
No
Texans get a big win. next week. This week. 48-35 over the Steelers.
Mm.
One of his early wins, too.
I don't know what's going on with Mike.
Mike better get it together. Or not. I would
Patriots,
appreciate that, too.
Patriots over the Cowboys.
I tell
Sleep
you,
said he saw this
Ty was
game. That
playing
wild.
motivated. Ty was playing motivated, and that's a big win. To hold the
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys to 10 points, that's not easy, considering that he was in the NFC Championship last year.
Mm-hmm.
So Ty, this was probably one of your most impressive wins in a while. This is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders
Okay.
lose one to the Eagles.
Hey,
It's not a good way to come back here, Zay. Because
What week
we're week 4.
Okay.
Before the game started, Brian who's the Eagles owner, even said Zay usually gets me. I can't beat him.
yeah, he said
Held him
that.
to 14 points. Held him to 14 points. I mean, that's not bad. Brian's another one who kind of has a couple plays you pretty much know what's coming.
Mhm.
All right, you should see it now.
Okay. Bills all over the Giants.
Yeah, that was just a ass whooping right there. I don't know what the hell Tiger was doing that game.
Not stopping what the Bills were doing. He was able to do whatever he wanted.
Obviously.
Was. And 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. And was able to run the ball pretty well. Cook with 110 yards and 22 attempts. But unfortunately, he was not able to control himself at the end of the game and ended up getting suspended. We'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
Ooh, Carolina beats the Buccaneers by 3. That looked like another tight one.
Yeah, where was the defense?
Tampa Bay had 21 points in the fourth quarter. So I guess they had to come back.
Matt Corral had 322 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's
Yeah. All right, let's see.
my bad.
Browns 49ers. This is definitely game of the week, right? This was definitely game of the week, right?
Browns 49ers. Yeah, that was game of the week. Yeah, talk about what happened in that game, sir. That's what he would have said.
We had one goal, man. We had one goal. Keep Nick Chubb from hurting us. And don't give the ball away. Because I think at this point we had 11 interceptions, I think, or 10 interceptions. It was ridiculous. We had we were 3.3 away from a perfect quarterback rating. And McCaffrey had a good day, 118 yards, two carries. I woke up after watching Dill's game. I could see the field clear, and he was kind of struggling stopping the run. And when he tried to do that, I was able to get it to everybody else, Debo and Danny Gray, and I was efficient. So that was really it. Got on top of him early. Pause. And pretty much just held on. Didn't let the lead back. So, once I get in front, I'm a good front runner. So you see anything different?
20 attempts, 167 yards, 8.4 yards per carry. That's ridiculous. 10 broken tackles for 97 yards after contact. God damn. He took it light on you with Chubb. Chubb was whooping your ass a little bit, unless he broke some big runs.
No, well, he did, but the thing was, he kept throwing picks.
Yeah, he had 3 picks that game.
So it was like, and when I shut the run game down, and he had to throw, he would throw me a pick. And once the run game's out of the question, you can't run the ball. It kind of got ugly.
That's the start of a goddamn disaster right there. That's a light day for him, honestly. But the yards per carry, yeah, that's the start of a disaster for his opponent. I'm happy. You should be happy he stopped running.
Well, he couldn't. If he would have like, I got ahead big. It was at halftime. It was 21-9. You know what I mean? And then he threw a pick on his opening drive, and then I drove and scored. Like I felt like I was front running the entire game. So, don't get me wrong, dude's great. And I felt like that was stopping him, giving up 167 yards to him on 20 attempts. So
Right.
just kept him, do our best to keep him out the end zone, and he only scored twice. And and we forced him to turn the ball over with his passing game. Forced him to kind of do what he didn't want to do, which is to pass the ball. Right. 32 attempts, 18 completions. So he's 56% versus my 91%. I told you I was really efficient that day. So it was.
Jeez, 32 attempts. God damn.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he had to pass. He fell so far behind. It was just, he was just, playing catch up. But it was good games.
Just so before we move on to another game here, Sean was saying that the Bengals Raven game was game of the year.
Yeah.
It's a game of the year.
That's a game. He didn't say game of the week. He said game of the year.
Game of the year. Damn.
I guess he was talking about. I guess he was talking about my name too by saying not Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, not Oscar.
No, not at all. Not at all, brother. Not Oscar De La Hoya. But yeah, I'm golden boy for this episode right here.
That's kind of saying what I was saying a little earlier when I was doing the standings. Broncos losing to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Tua to Vigaloa. 158.3, 4 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah, he had a good game. Real good game.
Yeah. I've heard that Brandon Moore does no football, and he's starting to show it this season.
Russ Sutton, he's definitely a day one starter running like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got to control them fumbles, though.
Yeah. I was just, just surprised seeing him get on top early and start running away with it. Yeah, I know.
God
but
damn, man.
Consistently scoring too. I mean, this is Miami doing it, man. So this is a good game.
He's got a good squad over there, man. He's got that offense is. I mean,
his offense is stacked.
Yeah.
His offense.
Hopefully, he's getting together.
Yeah.
This should have been season 1. He should have been doing this. But his offense is ready. His defense is ready too. Yeah.
Another close one in the NFC West. We have Seattle 3 points better than the Cardinals. Seahawks have been kind of showing their thing right now. Pause.
Yeah.
They are showing
themselves all the moves he's made, all the trades he's made that some people were probably like, what? But yeah, he's been doing his thing.
Yeah, so 3 points better than the Cardinals, keeping them in the playoff race, because he did make the playoffs last season. So let's see. Anything else this week stand out? Atlanta 35-13 all over Jacksonville. Oof. That was a whooping. And wasn't he just complaining about not being in the top 5 too?
He was. Every time he gets mentioned, man, he gets falls out. I'm like, we just need to leave him be.
Looks like the Jets and the Chiefs decided not to bring the defense to the game. They're 41-48. Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you 4 points better than the Titans, man. What happened, man? Defense didn't step up.
That game right there. Defense did.
Hold on, before we get to this game, did you see Breece Hall in that Chiefs game?
No defense.
Chiefs and
28 attempts for 333 yards. Good God.
4 touchdowns.
Yeah, but come on, y'all got to learn to stop the run. No way somebody gonna run 333-yard cut. That's what you average 3 weeks. He did it in one game.
What happened? Oh, I'm lost. Wait, what happened?
Breece Hall got 333 yards on 28 carries.
Yeah.
And
God damn. That's his offense. I'm telling you. That's his offense. What's his
man.
name? Aaron Rodgers is gonna be blocking for Brees Hall next season. Next Madden. For real. Hey man, it's 3rd and 24, man. Run the ball, block for him, Aaron.
Let's make sure you
Yeah,
turn around and give him the
I didn't
ball.
mean to. I didn't want to cut it off there, but I was like, that's just wow, that's crazy. Props to you though,
All right.
for life though, and you stick to what you know. You run
Hey,
that
man.
ball. I gotta give you
Hey,
props for that.
whatever floats your boat and keeps it above water.
Yeah, for real.
By
All
any
right,
means
back to
necessary.
the Chargers Tennessee game. I'm sorry, I had to interject that.
God damn. This game here, we got out early, got an early lead on them. One thing about Justin, if you do jump out there on him like the way I did, he does do a good job of making adjustments, during the game to help him stay in it. And he made some adjustments. And honestly, after that, I got kind of careless, started forcing passes, especially like I should have threw a high ball instead of I threw a bullet, stuff like that. I had 5 turnovers in this game. My defense did not create any turnovers for him whatsoever. And surprisingly, I still came out with the win. I just try to go ahead and keep his quarterback contained. We did a decent job at that. He kept running the same single back play over and over and over and over again. Every time I see him come out with this particular single back formation, I just suspected it was just one pass play. And it was every single time. I was happy with
Makes
that.
it nice,
That's
nice and easy, right?
Yeah, it was easy to figure out. I was just happy with that. I said we can survive off this then. And the fourth quarter, nobody scored. I was satisfied with that. We got the W. I was supposed to lose that game. 5 turnovers, and I still came out with the W.
I was concerned you were going to lose that game.
Yeah. So I'm just happy we came out with the big W. That's really all I got to say about that. Mad about them turnovers though. I threw 4 picks.
Yeah, 4 picks and a fumble.
4 picks and a fumble. Yeah.
All right, moving on to week 5. Any games of the week stand out this week versus going through everyone here? Broncos Chiefs had a close one, 31-28 Chiefs.
Let's see that one.
Bengals all over the Lions, 72-7.
Yeah, the actual score for that is a lot to a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, it got him penalized. We'll be talking about that later too.
Arizona had a tight one with
against the Saints. Yeah.
Ooh, jeez.
Props to Bullock. He's still trying to pull out that W. He's playing.
He got one. I think he got one.
That's just
he might have 2.
He's trying to get number 2.
Yeah.
49ers at Falcons. Oh, wait, no, wait. Young beat the Vikings 35-14.
No, that was a sim win.
Oh my God! Do you see how many times they played it? 10 times.
We tried. We did our best. Everything possible.
God damn! I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. God damn.
We were looking forward to playing too. We just couldn't get, for whatever reason, just wouldn't let us play. Yeah.
49ers at Falcons. Pretty good one day. What happened in that game, sir?
Another efficient day. No interceptions thrown. 80% passing. McCaffrey, he was a little short of 100 on 17 carries, 2 touchdowns. I mean, again, it's not hard to do. I mean, it's not easy to do, but you at least got to have a goal. And you got to stop Kyle Pitts and Drake London to beat the Falcons. If you don't do that, you're going to get not beat, but blown the hell out. That's what's going to happen. So we were able to limit Drake London, 3 catches for 65 yards. He got one in. And Kyle Pitts had 3 for 24 and 1 touchdown. Yeah. These guys usually have 200-yard days sometimes, multiple touchdowns, and especially catches for first downs. I was able to keep the ball out of their hands and force them to throw to, Dalton Schultz, Keenan Allen, he's actually been using him a lot in his lately in this game. So I was forcing him to do what he didn't want to do, and he obviously doesn't want to run the ball, even though he just traded for Etienne. 13 carries, 54 yards. Wasn't really much of a rushing threat.
Man, he's got a good receiving core, man. He's got London, he's got Pitts, he's got Allen, he's got Quez. He traded for that quick dude. Is it Quez Watkins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a good receiving core. It's impressive. You kept all those guys under 100 yards with a couple here and there.
And just forced them to, we turned them over a couple times, made them punt, just made them uncomfortable, made it tough on them,
Yeah, the turnovers.
Obviously.
You're getting that pressure. You got 3 sacks and two INTs.
Yeah. So just made it uncomfortable. And we if you look at the score, got out early and cruised that win, so proud of what we did. And after that Ravens wake up game, I've been doing well passing the ball. Another day with no picks, so that's a plus.
What is this Ravens wake up game?
I was able to see the field after watching this game and woke up after week 3.
Wow, okay.
Let's see.
Man,
got the Twins game.
About to say that the Twins.
Tomax and Zaymon, he was talking about him. He used to saw the post. He was like, he's gonna get him. I ain't gonna forget.
I'm gonna have to do something with when you talk about the Christian brothers. I'm gonna have to throw up some kind of their little chat that they do throw it up before see, and then throw the results of the score, because those two are funny.
Let me tell you,
the Titans had 10 third down conversions. God damn!
Wow,
100% in the red zone.
Yeah.
Well, we know who's the little brother now.
Well, popped out first, but we know who's running things. Damn.
Yeah.
They always have some pretty good games, man. The stat wise and score wise, it's usually, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
So.
Trade away Derrick Henry and rush for 100 yards on 19 attempts with some dude named Ty Johnson.
Who
dude look like he need a haircut.
Yeah, he actually got my job. Actually knows him. He used to go to high school.
That's cool. Yeah, he's definitely utilizing his running backs.
That was a good game.
Well,
anything else stand out this week? Browns turning around against the Packers, 38-28.
Anybody watch that
for the Browns?
I didn't see that.
I don't think I saw it either. To be honest with you.
I didn't see that game.
I'm sure they did, but the one plus is I'm sure they did broadcast, which we definitely appreciate people when you do broadcast. I know that both the Titans and the Jags broadcast, Falcons will broadcast, 49ers broadcast sometimes.
Yeah.
So we know the Browns and the Packers will broadcast.
He said
he turned it around.
He control the clock with Chubb.
Yeah. I was looking at the stats. Chubb had a pretty decent game, and biggest thing I noticed from the previous game was that Watson had no turnovers that game.
10 broken tackles again. What the
24 carries for 161 yards.
Man,
he's pretty consistent.
Contact.
Yeah, he's pretty consistent.
Damn, man.
Not no 300 yards like Brees, Hall, but hey.
hint. You know who to stop.
Yeah, you think?
John Watson, 149 QB yard. Good Lord.
So let's head on to week 6, because the Bears, took care of business like usual. 7-0. Any game stand out here?
This Green Bay
Packers and Chiefs.
Yeah, what happened there?
Points
whipping
galore.
Foot beat ass.
Oh man, he said, "You think you can score? I'm gonna show you how it's done for this final Madden with Aaron Rodgers."
He damn near put up a 70 burger on him. God damn.
For real. If it wasn't for our rules, he probably would have. Crazy, man. I'm just calling it like I see it.
I tell you what, the Chiefs was they picked it up in the second quarter because they scored 21 points. It could have been worse.
Yeah, you got to turn it on sometime.
Yeah.
Damn. So it was 38-21 in a damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got out quick.
Yeah.
Got out real quick.
He said his
Tampa
wake
Bay
up
beating
game.
Houston.
John
Yeah.
Smith said,
Yeah.
that was his wake up game.
That was his wake up game.
Yeah, he had 1 turnover. The Chiefs had 4, 6 third down conversions, 18% in the red zone. Oh wow.
Aaron Rodgers was perfect quarterback rating, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
Mahomes' turnovers didn't help. And Rodman Jones, 5 TDs. Wow.
And he lost that game.
Huh?
No, he won.
No,
He won that game. What I'm saying.
Yeah. And Christian Watson, man, 226 yards with 6 catches.
No
If you don't know how to
surprise.
stop him,
No
That's
surprise.
Mm.
That's the guy you got to stop.
Yeah, but
Think?
the Chiefs. I mean, with that dude
Kadarius Tony.
Kadarius,
Kadarius Tony.
yeah,
2
Kadarius
catches for
Toney,
100
yeah.
yards, man.
Yeah,
That's
he's
crazy.
dangerous. He's fast as hell.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
And then Valdez Scantling come from the Packers too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
He did.
91
He was a
yards
Packer.
for
Yeah.
4 receptions,
Former
1 touchdown. Jeez.
So anything else stand out?
Tampa Bay
Colts
with
beating what's that?
Tampa Bay with another one over the Texans.
Yes. I think it's one of their 2 wins.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Looks like the Jags had a close game with the Broncos there.
Yes, and that's actually a game I wanted to see, and I missed it. But I wanted to see how the Jags would respond, and I wanted to see also because I haven't watched any. And I mean, since the guys joined me, I haven't seen any of his games. Or I might have seen one, the Broncos. So I kind of want to see where he was in regards to the quality of the league. And 24 points against the guy that's playoff team.
Right.
What are you doing it with Sam Darnold? He benched Russell Wilson.
Wow.
So, or maybe he's hurt. He could be hurt. But, Rashard Penny. 18 for 140 and a touchdown. Oof. He ain't missing Travis Etienne. Should have traded him to me.
You got enough running backs, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Enough running
Always
backs.
room for more.
Enough cornerbacks too.
Let's see. Chargers took care of business.
Yeah.
Niners took care of business. Oof. Ravens all over the Rams. Cardinals all over the Detroit Lions. Jeez. Colts beat the Falcons. This was a big game for the Colts. The Colts were skidding the wrong direction.
Yeah, he needed that game. Falcons
Falcons
did
did
too.
also. While they needed to respond after losing to me, I think they were on like a 2 or 3 game skid themselves. So they needed this. So good game by sleep. Baker Mayfield. I'll see how you did this game.
Yeah, that running game was going. 24 carries for 131 yards.
11 broken tackles. I gotta get my broken tackles up, man. Golly. That's my problem.
Yep. Yeah.
Did you say you're having a problem rushing? What?
He's having a problem. He just wants to be like everyone else, breaking tackles now.
Yeah, I gotta. He doesn't break tackles. I mean, he breaks tackles, but not like these guys. That's what I'm used to.
Yet he's literally 3 yards behind of the leader.
Right. 1 yard behind.
All right, Hossein, taking care of the Miami Dolphins, high-powered offense, beating them 53-35, man. Took out the big whooping stick for him.
And that's with all my injuries too, which I was actually surprised I was able to put up that many points with all my injuries. I got Devontae Adams on the bench, Jones on the bench. I got 2 offensive linemen on the bench. I was actually surprised, but this game, I think because of the weather, the running back he had, his rookie was
Russ Sutton.
Yeah, he had fumbles. He had 3 fumbles that game.
3 God damn, 3 fumbles.
Yeah. So my defense kind of stepped it up, and I was able to get strip the ball out of his hands a couple of times. I mean, he still got 131 yards, but the turnovers were big.
Yeah, it's 5 total turnovers, 2 picks and 3 fumbles.
Yeah,
that'll get your ass whooped real quick.
Yeah, and then
I saw you started Marshall Love. Was the car hurt?
No, he wasn't hurt. I just had one of those breakout messages And
okay.
since I was on a losing streak, and they're like, "Oh, we got to put in, take out Carr, put in gotten the new guy." So I put him in C, and unfortunately, I didn't meet he was supposed to get 300 yards passing, but because of the weather,
it was raining.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll just run the ball. So I rushed with Jacobs 204 yards, so it kind of helped out.
You think?
Damn.
7 broken tackles.
Yeah, but then
I
you had
think
the
you know how to do
67
it.
yards that with Zamir White, so and they all scored TDs. So and even my quarterback had a couple TDs. Was the goal line. So,
You broke an 80-yard run. God damn, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It was the first drive too. I was actually got the ball kickoff, and the first play just gone. I was like, okay, it's gonna be one of those. So
Yeah,
he
we'll
did
take
broadcast
those too,
the game,
right?
so, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. We all know those guys in Europe, Germany specific, and we appreciate when people over here in the U.S. Broadcast. So he doesn't slow his signal up trying to broadcast.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of desyncs like we did with
the
that
Vikings.
game with the Vikings. Yeah, and that was actually the first time I've had an issue with that. So, but yeah. But
I'm
yeah,
sure somehow it's Kyle's fault. Your fault, Kyle.
No, we did everything we could. Yeah. All right, but moving on to week 7.
Week 7. Oof.
Yeah.
Wow.
Week 7.
Pittsburgh.
Moving right along.
A whole lot to little bit. Baltimore all over Pittsburgh.
Ass ripping. Out whooping.
Tennessee continues his winning ways. Look at the Jets. Hold on. I think I watched this game too. Let me just look at what Brees Hall got this game. Brees Hall was held at 93 yards on 4 carries.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
Yeah.
That's what you do to beat them. Stop the run game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4
We're
point.
going to talk about Gibson.
4 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gibson had 22 attempts, one less attempt, but 142 yards in the touchdown. That's how you do. Stop the run game. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Zach Wilson, when he got to throw, you see what he's doing, throwing picks. Come on, man.
I think next year with Rodgers, we'll see if his passing game changes up. I think he's gonna have a different. His offense is gonna change a little bit.
I don't think so. I think he's
something.
gonna have some great cut blocks though. Running around outside of the tackle.
He had 15 attempts. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna throw more with Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see.
We shall see.
Yeah, we shall see.
Did Brees Hall fumble?
I can check. I don't think so.
No, he didn't have no fumble. Because he got trust on him, but he still fumbles. That's what's funny.
Yeah. Well, it has to be activated. It doesn't matter if you have it. You got to be activated.
Yeah, he has to be activated. He's been activated. He still fumbles. That's all it was.
Okay.
Damn. That's a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
Chiefs
Colts. This was a big one
for the Chiefs.
Sleep hates me saying this, but this was an upset. He said, we had the same record, right? I'm like, you're a consistent playoff team. He gets there every so often. Come on, man. He's like, nah. This wasn't upset. You deserved that win. I was like, okay, yeah, he deserved it.
Yeah, it's crazy that Mahomes scored. He threw 4 picks, but then he scored 4 touchdowns. Rushing. They weren't passing. They were rushing.
4 rushing touchdowns.
4 rushing touchdowns.
And they were all, and I think I was watching it a little bit of it. They were all like goal line.
Goal line, yeah. But he had a total, man. It's like total of 5 turnovers, and he still managed to pull off this game. That's pretty impressive.
Can't go wrong, did go wrong.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
Kadarius Toney, 209 yards on 9 receptions.
That guy's wow.
Jonathan Taylor, 19 carries. Yeah, I don't know. I think his account's been hacked. He's sending us Instagram messages while we're on the show here. Instant messages.
Yeah, you know.
Jonathan Taylor with 151 yards on 19 carries. It's not enough.
What's his name is saying? Justin saying that Tony finally got his breakout.
He did.
Yeah,
his wake-up game, huh?
Yeah.
209 yards. That's impressive. 23 yards a pass. Jesus, it was killing him.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is standing out here. NFC Championship rematch. 49ers all over the
49ers Colts.
Cowboys.
He beat you in the
49ers.
NFC Championship, right?
No, actually, no. It was a divisional round. I won a championship round because I lost to the Bears.
That's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. Yeah. I told you about Micah Parsons, man.
What do you mean?
You won that game or he beat you?
No, he won that
He got
game.
2 sacks.
Yeah, he got 2 sacks, but he won that game.
Oh, I don't remember. I just thought he was kicking ass.
You were half asleep. You were half asleep during the game.
I probably was.
Another good day. 78%, not quite 90%, which was our goal, but I had 1 pick.
Hey, you had what's his name? Has been hurt these last couple of weeks, huh?
Debo's been hurt.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the receiving form, like I'm seeing all these different guys just spreading the ball. I'm like, where's Debo at? I'm like, oh wait a minute.
Let me tell you something. I was doing my best to not advertise that shit because I was like sweating, trying out different guys doing practice, dude. And yeah, we did our best to neutralize. Anybody in the NFC East should watch that game, and it'll show you how to neutralize Micah Parsons. Because I made it so that he couldn't do anything. He couldn't do anything.
Didn't you have Trent Williams injured too?
Yeah, he's
yes, I did.
Trent
Williams was hurt. Trent Williams only got hurt. He had just come back from injury. He got hurt during practice for some reason, so he was out this game. And I was salty too.
The injury bug is real, man.
It really is. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Jose.
Yeah, it's all your fault. I know it.
You both are welcome.
But damn.
Yeah, I kept his passing game limited too. So
yeah,
he likes to get the ball to what's the guy's name? Pollard. And we held Pollard to 65 yards rushing. Receiving, Pollard only caught the ball 3 times, 32 yards and 1 touchdown. So he didn't have much offense going. I don't know if he was distracted or whatever, but this was not the guy I played in the divisional round. It was a lot closer, a lot tighter when we played.
Damn.
I held his offense shut out all the way into the 4th quarter, I think. So
Bosa had 3.5 sacks.
Yeah.
Bosa went off this game. He went off this game. So that's how we got that one. I'm happy we got it too. Bears just taking care of business, champs.
Yeah, gave him a Krispy Kreme, man. God damn.
It looks like the Rams and the Seahawks that played before, right? This was their second matchup because it looks like Rams took it on this one.
Seahawks lost that one.
Rams helping the division out, getting them stinking Seahawks another loss. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Chargers Raiders. 18-point victory by the AFC champions.
That's an ass whooping. That score was not. No, I'm joking.
We'll see. He's been
the game started off at the beginning. It was. I know I had him frustrated because he was throwing different defensive things at me, and I was countering pretty well. And then the second half, he kind of caught on, and it was all she wrote after that. So
in the 3rd quarter.
Too. Yeah. Plus, he had a couple injuries that Allen and Derwin and a few guys started going down. I was like, yes, I'll have a chance now. And nah, it didn't happen.
I'd had nobody in the back to go ahead and defend some of them deep passes, man. I was just like, what are you guys doing back there? I got to smarten up. I got to get some awareness from somewhere. Oh, my goodness. It was just bad. Well, yeah. I was playing too much cover 0 too. So I'm trying to send pressure and play cover 0, make my little adjustments. I tried out a new defense. Obviously, that didn't work because Waller kept getting loose. I tried to play Waller one time, one-on-one myself. My guy didn't even touch him. He just ran right past my guy.
Right past you. That joke was hilarious.
Right. It was like a 75-yard skit right there. I'm just like, what the hell are you doing? You see him running. Why won't you run with him? It was just bad. Waller killed me, man.
Yeah.
I'm just happy.
I don't have Adams, man. I just had to feed him. I had to feed them. So, he's definitely a challenge, man. He's a mismatch for, it's a big mismatch for a lot of defenses. So,
yeah. So yeah, other than that, I think we did pretty well as far as passing the ball with no turnovers. I don't think we had any fumbles. Defense played
No.
decent second half. We did pretty well second half.
Yeah, it was a sacks
It
was
was
killing me, man. Bosa and Mac and JJ Watt. Ooh, in fact, I'm gonna file a complaint.
He said my whole team's a cheat code.
It is, man. You got three. That's three studs on the line, man. I didn't realize. I completely forgot he had JJ Watt. It's like, man, I can't. Every time I double team somebody else got open. I'm like, this is not cool. You know, pressure coming from the left, pressure coming from the right, and then he stuffed the linebacker up the middle. I'm like, oh my God, JJ Watt is just eating up my linemen. So that linebacker would just come in. I was like, this is no way.
I gotta admit,
no
there
bueno.
was one play where Mac and Bosa got in there on you. I said, that's gotta be a scary sight. There was another play with Bosa and Watt coming at you. I said, damn, that's gotta be a scary sight too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude, I was
shit.
like, man, I can't. And then I was like, I'm just gonna try to make sure I don't fumble. So I was pressing the button.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, just hold on to the ball, please.
Mhm.
So
You know, Derwin had a breakout message that game. I did not think we were going to get it, but we got it.
Dumbass
You know,
did.
Derwin's an X factor again. Fist pump.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I'm satisfied.
Right.
Got to get something before we play the Bears, man. My rookie receiver out.
Mm.
Thanks
Oh,
a lot,
Allen?
Jose.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome.
God damn, broken ribs. I'm like, come on, man.
Oh, yeah, that's salty.
That was for that touchdown he scored. He scored that one touchdown. After that, I was like, hey, take him out.
Downey.
Oh, you
Take him
did the Sean Payton on him, huh? Whoever puts him out again.
Honestly, I don't even know how he got hurt because I don't think you threw him. I don't know if he got hurt.
It was on a run play.
Yeah, I
It
don't
was
think
on
he
a
got
run play.
hurt. Yeah.
They scrolled out, you know, they moved the camera out. You see him in the middle of the field. Everybody else is in the huddle, man. Fuck him. Maybe he a rookie. You know, like, what the hell? He's on the ground. Like, I see him tapping his hand on the ground and everything. BS.
He's like, I don't know why
Ribs
coach
is tough.
out here blocking on run plays. I'm a speedster, not a blocker.
Man, I damn near got on one knee. And started praying like everybody else usually does in games. Like, please don't let him get bad.
Yo, please don't let this be serious. Please.
Looks
Well,
like
Jose,
Atlanta
you did a
bounced
good
back there.
job. Did a good job holding Haskins under 100 yards. His last two plays, he had 100 yards. His last two run plays, he lost 4 yards.
Yeah, that's why I just said forget it. I just gave up, man.
All right, got enough injuries.
Yeah, let's move on.
I ain't mean to interrupt. Falcons all over the Giants.
Yeah, was this his bet? Did he finally get it break? He broke the losing streak. Was this the game?
Yeah,
He was on the flat, right?
Yeah, he was losing up to this.
Last week, didn't he?
Yeah. Did
No.
he win? No, I think he
He
lost.
lost to the Colts.
Yeah.
Oh, he did lose to the goals. Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna just say this, man. I was watching this game. If Tiger would just stop diving, bro, and throwing the ball to the other team, he fades back too. I mean, if he's even listening to the show, I don't know if he's listening, but he fades back too far, and he'll throw in a double coverage because he gets kind of locked on the one read. And dude, every time Kyle Pitts got the ball, he just started diving and he just started running around and while he was on the ground. I was like, God damn, touchdown. He just gave up so many big passes that he probably would have been able to just tackle him. I was salty. I turned the game off. That's how mad I was. Kyle Pitts 5 from. Then I tell people Kyle Pitts gets like 100 and 200 yards receiving. Like he just goes off, man. He didn't even have to throw to the other receiver. Drake went on one catch for 11 yards.
Yeah, he didn't do too much. So,
yeah, one
just
turn.
on Keenan Allen and Kyle Pitts.
Man, Saquon Barkley had a big game too.
Mm-hmm.
Saquon was getting loose. I saw a couple of games. I was actually laughing with Matt before while I was watching this game. And man, that Saquon, when I would look down at the screen, Saquon, he was breaking a couple of them. I said, gee.
Yep.
He was out of there. It seemed like Saquon got faster.
If his ball's in his hand, he can't throw a pick, can you?
Right.
You can fumble.
True.
Look at Etienne's first big game that I can remember. 127 yards, 12 carries, 3 touchdowns. Not bad.
Good game.
Yeah, Falcons all over the Giants.
Yeah.
Let's see anything else. That one was in Green Bay. Woo! Green Bay taking care of business inside the division. Oof. I think that's all we have, Hosian.
That's everything for the games
everything.
of the week. All right.
Games of the week next week.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Got an important one.
Packers at Falcons.
That's gonna be a good one.
Let's see.
Chiefs and Cowboys.
Bears at Chargers. And Chiefs at Cowboys.
Yeah.
Colts and Titans.
Ravens and Seahawks? No.
Ravens and Seahawks.
See if the Seahawks actually are. That's another playoff
for real.
team. Yeah,
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
this is a big good one to peep in on and see if the Seahawks are for real.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat me this season, so they must be for real.
Patriots and Commanders.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yo, the Patriots could win this game, bro.
Exactly. That's why I said it.
They could win this game, man. Because they sometimes come in like half cocked, like I mean, I don't know.
He's watching the show. He's gonna be ready now. Watch,
bro. Ty put it on you. Let it happen.
Like, I'm not feeling good. So can you broadcast? I don't know that to do with anything, but okay.
Yeah, it's another. Colts, Titans, Bears, Chargers gonna be some good games.
Bears, Chargers, Colts, Titans. I guess Ravens, Seahawks, and Chiefs, Cowboys.
Oh, and Packers and Falcons.
Yeah. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see who's going to take over in the playoffs because that's going to be definitely one for seeding.
I'll tell you what; those games for Week 8, some of those will definitely impact the top 10 rankings for sure.
Oh
yeah.
So
yeah,
will work for me.
Well, we got the undefeateds, both from 7-0, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. That would be good.
Well, speaking of the top 10, it's a good way to segue into it.
Yep, correct. But to do that real quick here, let me get that started.
Yeah, Lion.
Should be very different from what it was last top 10, I'm sure.
I might have put my phone on the charger, man. Jeez.
All right.
While he's pulling that up, last week's top 10, going from top to bottom, Bears, Chargers, Bengals, Jaguars, Packers, top 5. Browns, Raiders, Cowboys, Cardinals, Seahawks. That was the final 5 in the top 10. Let's see where we're at now.
Yeah, let me get that going here. All right.
Oh boy. Hold up. Can't get that back.
All right.
There we go.
You ready?
Yep. Go ahead and kick it off. All right, FNG. Here's the FNG top 10 power rankings. Coming in number 10, we have the 4-2 Seahawks. At number 9, we have the 5-2 Chiefs. Number 8, we have the 5-2 Falcons. Number 7, 5-2 Ravens. Number 6, 5-2 Packers. Number 5, we have the 5-2 Bengals. At number 4, 5-2 Browns. At number 3, the 5-2 49ers. Number 2, we have the 7-0 Chargers. And number 1, King of the North, still at the top, the Chicago Bears, 7-0.
Chance.
Yes, sir. And your honorable mentions, we have the 4-2 Cardinals and the 4-2 Dolphins. And that's your FNG top 10.
And I think we have a little error there. I think we had the Cardinals and the Bengals and Browns had to be switched up, right?
Yeah. That's fine.
But they're in the 3 or 4 and 5. Okay. And that was a quick rundown of the top 10. So
any discrepancies? Any discrepancies? Say what you got to say. You know what I mean? Say what you got to say.
Email the Golden Boy.
Email to hit the golden boy. That would be all for those who don't know. The golden boy. Jeez.
I'm sure, like we said, after week 8, there's gonna be a big shakeup of those top 10.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
yeah.
If I had my damn receiver, man, maybe I feel better about that game.
Man, you got enough receivers, man.
Basalia got to come back in. That's the same guy that fumbled in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Yeah, he got receivers for days. You'll be all right.
He do.
Yeah.
So what we got? What else we got? That's now.
Well, we had a couple sanctions. You want to go over that?
We got a hot topic coming up next.
Yeah, this is a hot topic. Yeah, we had those two. We had was it week 4? The Bills and the Giants game. There was that sanction for the going for it on 4th down.
Well, there were 2 issues.
Right.
Week 4 and week 4 and week 5.
Week 4, week 5, back to back.
Yeah, correct.
Week 4, the Bills were playing the Giants. Game was pretty much out of hand. It was pretty much over. Giants called a timeout, and I think it was on 4th down. I guess was trying to get the ball back or whatever. And you know how it is. You got a breakout message. You might want to try to get your guy another time with the ball or whatever. When he called that timeout, we have 2 major rules. One, if you're winning by 15 points or more at any time during the game, you must kick the ball on 4th down. Is it either a punt or field goal? If you're winning by 15 points or more. Also, if you're in the 4th quarter and you're winning by 22 points or more, you must kick a field goal to score. No other scores. Well, safety not gonna get you penalized, but no pick sixes, none of that stuff. And obviously, with the first rule I mentioned, you can't go for it. He decided to go for it, got the 1st down, and then nailed it. Now, like we say, we don't look at any of this stuff until we receive a complaint. We receive the complaint.
I don't think he nailed it because in the end the clock, right? He went for the play and I think it was.
He might have nailed it. I don't know, but either way, Either way, it's one of them things, dude. Don't waste your time getting penalized when you could just punt the ball. And on top of that, something else he did in the game, and it wasn't the first time he did it. He did it more than once in the game, by the way, when he was winning by more than 15 points.
Correct.
On top of that, there were a couple times where he only rushed 2 players when you're supposed to rush at least 3 people. Correct. And something Mike put on there where it was incorrect, so I wanted to correct it. If you send people to rush the quarterback on a blitz or quarterback contain, that counts. Quarterback spy does not count. You have to either send them on a blitz, send them on a rush to the quarterback, or send them on a contain. All those counts as rushing the quarterback. And with our league, you have to have at least 3 people rushing. No less than 3 people. He did that, I think, once or twice in the game. So those 2 penalties got him penalized for, I forget what the penalty was, but we posted it. Yeah. Got to kind of avoid that. And then the very next week, was it week 5, you said, we had the Bengals playing the Lions. They dropped 72 points. Now, 72 points ain't that big a deal. But when you get into the 4th quarter, that was a 22 points or more, you have to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
Or punt the ball. You
he
cannot
was
score a touchdown.
He was up like 35 points that game going into it.
And
the point spread was big.
He scored in the 4th quarter. And then unfortunately, this was the brand new person's somebody took over the Lions. And this is his first game in the league, and this is what he gets. So but fortunately for us, he read the Constitution, read the rules, and saw that the guy couldn't do that. And like I said, without a complaint, it don't matter. He reported it to us. So we sanctioned him. And he's been sanctioned for 3 games. And on top of that, we also, because we've had other issues, we suspended Joe Burrow 3 games and Jamar Chase 3 games. So they had to be benched for 3 games, which obviously the owner is complying with. So those are the only issues we had.
Just to add on, I know some guys are probably asking, like, well, in the Constitution doesn't say you will bench players, but when we've seen games where you're stat gouging basically, and you're basically, you get players of the week, you earn pretty much all the accolades for that week, and you take away from those who play games legit. That's what we do when we get to when we have those games where the scores are ridiculous, the stats are ridiculous, and there's a sanction. We tend to sanction the players as well.
And it's not the first time we've done it too.
It's not in the Constitution, but as far as consistency, you guys can look back at any previous games like this, and there's always been players sanctioned or benched, because of that. So, just to kind of make things even, that kind of tears off the stats for those players when they don't play those 3 games, 2 games, whatever we impose in the sanction. So
because that affects end of the game, end of the season awards, and those are significant XP things you get. So you those suspensions will kind of neutralize the big game you had and put them right around with the rest of the league.
Correct.
When it comes to touchdowns for MVP and quarterback or wide receiver of the year. So, and the one thing I can at least say about the Bengals with taking that penalty, he was like, oh, okay. He asked a couple questions about it, said understood, and kept it moving. I really appreciate when you fuck up, you take it like a man. Everyone doesn't do that, and I would appreciate it if everyone did. Point blank, period. Don't point fingers when you're the one that messed up.
Yeah.
So that's all I got, Josiah.
That's all. That's it too, man. That's it. It's just, surprised we've had to go back-to-back weeks for sanctions, but it happens. It is what it is.
It ain't the end of the world.
For sure. Just a shout out to the new guy. What's his name? Peter Phillips, right? The new owner for the
Peter
Lions?
Phillips.
Yeah.
It's Peter something. Peter something, but I'm terrible with names in the beginning. Guess you got to beat me.
Welcome to the league, man. Yeah, welcome to the league. Hopefully, as the weeks go by, as you start to learn how things go, you'll improve, and definitely hit up any of the guys in the league, man. There's guys, a lot of these guys are willing to lab. You have questions, feel free to definitely reach out.
If you ever see us in a party, just jump in. We don't lock the parties. A lot of times we're in the parties commenting on games and stuff. We're not doing anything special in there. We're
just acting a fool sometimes.
we're waiting to find out when the game's gonna kick off, and we're talking about the games while we're watching it. That's all. It's a good time to be had by all. Well, and that the invitation's out to everybody. Just come on in and watch. McKinley's even coming in a couple times, right? And
Same for the shows, fellas, man. If you guys want to join these podcasts, man, and just your thoughts or talk
about your game. Let us know what happened.
Come and join the podcast, man. I know some of y'all probably get tired of seeing the same faces. I'd love to see new faces on here. So
all you got to have is an email, a cell phone that has a camera on it. We'll get you in here, and you can be quiet in Zoom. You can download that app too for free.
Yeah,
you can talk about your game and be silent the whole thing if you want, but we would like to hear other people's opinions. Like Sean Smith, he's probably busy. That's why he's just commenting on the thing. But we love to have you back on. You know what I mean? Because we love listening to your games. You know what I mean? And I just don't like it when you beat me in the playoffs. So either way, we invite anybody to come on the show, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, the invitation is always open. So, all right, fellas. Well, I think that's it, man. We covered everything. It was quick, short, and simple. So hopefully we'll get the next podcast in a couple weeks here again. And again, fellas, well, if you guys are interested, you can always hit me up and I can let you know when the next podcast is, and we can send you the invite and have you ready to join the show when you want. So it's another way to do it as well. You don't have to just just hit one of us up beforehand and let us know you're interested, and we'll give you the date. So
Definitely.
all right, fellas. Well, good